Hello everyone, this is the current affairs for 7th April 2021. So as I told you, as I promised you, I have brought the current affairs of 7th April. So let's get started. Let's start with the first news. Spices Board India under Ministry of Commerce and Industry and UNDP India's Accelerator Lab sign MOU. That is Spices Board India under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry and UNDP India's Accelerator Lab today signed an MOU with the aim to build a blockchain based traceability interface for Indian spices to enhance transparency in the supply chain and trade. So blockchain is a decentralized process of recording transactions on an open and shared electronic ledger. This allows for ease and transparency in data management. So the Union Minister of Commerce and Industry is Piyush Goyal. The Spices Board India under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry and UNDP, India's Accelerator Lab has signed an MOU. So they have signed an MOU. The Spices Board India under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Spices Board comes under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and UNDP India's Accelerator Lab has signed the MOU with the aim to build a blockchain based traceability interface for Indian spices to enhance the transparency in the supply chain and trade. So let's go to the facts about some static facts about Spices Board of India. It was founded on 26th February 1987. Its headquarters is in Kochi. Its chairman is A.G. Thangappan. Then the next news, it is related to DRDO. DRDO develops advanced chaff technology to safeguard naval ships from missile attack. So DRDO has developed an advanced chaff technology to safeguard naval ships against enemy missile attack. DRDO developed three variants of this critical technology, namely short range, medium range and long range chaff rockets. So chaff is a passive expendable electronic countermeasure technology used worldwide to protect naval ships from enemy's radar and ratio frequency missile seekers. Some facts about Defense Research and Development Organization. It was founded on 1958. Headquarters is in New Delhi. The chairman of DRDO is G. Satish Reddy. Then the next news, Byju's has acquired Indian tutor Akash for nearly $1 billion. So Akash Educational Service has been acquired by Byju's, a 33-year-old chain of physical coaching centers. That is Akash Educational Services. As an Indian online learning giant looks to further consolidate its leadership position in the world's second largest internet market and accelerate its offline growth. So Byju's, which is currently valued at $13 billion, paid close to $1 billion for the acquisition. So which firm did Byju's acquire for $1 billion? It is Akash Educational Services. So some facts about Byju's. Byju's was founded on 2011 in Bengaluru. The founders of Byju is Byju Ravindran and Divya Gokulnath. Also, Byju Ravindran is the co-founder as well as CEO of Byju's. Then the next news, India attracts total FDI, foreign direct investment inflow of $72.12 billion during April 2020 to January 2021. So FDI equity inflows into the country during April to January 2020-21 grew by 28% to $54.18 billion. So the total FDI during the 10-month period in financial year 21 increased by 15% to $72.12 billion. It is the highest ever for the first 10 months of a financial year. Then in terms of investor countries, Singapore is at top with a 30.28% of the total FDI equity inflow, followed by US and the UAE. Computer software and hardware has emerged as the top sector with 45.81% of total inflows. So India has attracted a total FDI inflow of $72.12 billion during April 2020 to January 2021. Now the next news, Justice N.V. Ramana appointed as the 48th Chief Justice of India by President. So the Chief Justice, Justice Nuthalapatti Venkataramana has been appointed as the next Chief Justice of India by President in the exercise of powers conferred by Clause 2 of Article 124 of the Constitution. He will serve as 48th Chief Justice of India till August 26, 2022. So till next year, August, he will be in charge. That is Justice N.V. Ramana will be the Chief Justice. Then before his elevation to the Supreme Court, Justice Ramana was the Chief Justice of Delhi High Court. And Ramana succeeds S.A. Bobde, that everybody might be knowing. S.A. Bobde, till now S.A. Bobde was Chief Justice. Now Justice Ramana, N.V. Ramana will be the Chief Justice, and he is the 48th Chief Justice of India. N.V. Ramana is the 48th Chief Justice of India. He is appointed by the President. Then the next news, banks likely to see gross NPAs rise nearly 10% by year end. It is ICRA report. So a recent report, a report by ICRA expects banks gross NPAs excluding write-offs to rise 9.6 to 9.7% by March 31st, 2021. The rating agency further predicts GNPAs to rise over 10% by March 31st, 2022. Therefore, it is a sharp rise in comparison to GNPAs of 8.6% as of March 31st, 2020. The sharp rise in GNPAs will severely deteriorate a bank's asset quality spread over financial year 21 and financial year 22. So, banks likely to see the gross NPAs rise nearly 10% by the year end. That is a report by ICRA. So, ICRA Limited, its owner is Moody's Corporation. It was founded on 1991. It was founded. Its owner is Moody's Corporation. Headquarters is in Gurgaon, India. Now the next news, Gida Press President Radheshyam Khemka passes away. The president of Gida Press, Radheshyam Khemka, has passed away. He is credited for taking the Sanatan literature to the masses. Khemka for 38 years was the editor of the prominent Kalyan magazine printed at the press, and he last edited the magazine April 2021 issue. Gida Press is the world's largest publisher of Hindu religious texts. Gida Press is located in Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh. So the news is that Gida Press President Radheshyam Khemka has passed away. Now the next news, India's first Environment Minister Vijay Singhjala passed away. So it is also a news related to obituary. So Vijay Singhjala, the first Environment Minister of India and the Patriarch of the royal family of the erstwhile princely state of Vankaner in present-day Morbi district, has died. He served as the first Environment Minister of the country from 1982 to 84. He is credited for persuading the Indian Railways to switch over from wooden sleepers to RCC controlling tree felling. Then the next news, Chintan Vaishnav appointed as Mission Director of Atal Innovation Mission. So noted socio-technologist Dr. Chintan Vaishnav has been appointed the Mission Director of Atal Innovation Mission, AIM, the government's flagship initiative under Niti Aayog. So far, AIM has established 7,259 Atal Tinkering Labs in schools across 650 districts, providing over 3.5 million students access to emerging technologies. So Vaishnav replaces Ramanathan Ramanan. So Chintan Vaishnav has been appointed as the Managing Director of Atal Innovation Mission. Then the next news, Carl Bildt, former Prime Minister of Sweden, has been appointed as a World Health Organization Special Envoy for the ACT Accelerator. So Carl Bildt has been appointed as the WHO Special Envoy for the Access to COVID-19 Tools Accelerator, that is ACT Accelerator. So he will help lead the collective advocacy of the ACT Accelerator, mobilizing support and resources so it can deliver against its strategy for 2021. Carl Bildt succeeds Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala and Sir Andrew Whitty in this special envoy role. So Carl Bildt, the former Prime Minister of Sweden, has been appointed as WHO Special Envoy for the ACT Accelerator, that is Access to COVID-19 Tools, Access to COVID-19 Tools Accelerator. Then the next news, 2,000 Bangladeshi students to get Mukti Jodha scholarships. Government of India announced scholarships to 2000 descendants of the liberation war fighters of Bangladesh under its new Mukti Jodha scholarship scheme. The new scheme was aimed to benefit 10,000 students from Bangladesh over a period of 5 years. It carries an amount of 20,000 taka for students of higher secondary and 50,000 taka to undergraduate students. So taka is the currency of Bangladesh. So Mukti Jodha scholarship scheme was started in 2006 for the descendants of Mukti Jodhas. 2000 Bangladeshi students to get Mukti Jodha scholarships. Then some facts about Bangladesh. Capital is Dhaka, currency is taka, president is Abdul Hamid and prime minister is Sheikh Hasina. Then the next news. For the first time, scientists has found X-ray emission from Uranus. So according to a new study published in the Journal of Geophysical Research, Uranus, which is the 7th planet from the sun, is reflecting X-rays. The study, which analyzed visuals of the planet, marks the first time that X-ray activity has been discovered on the planet. However, the reason for the reflection of the X-rays has not been clear yet. Uranus was the first planet found using a telescope and the only planet that spins sideways. So for the first time, scientists have found the X-ray emission from Uranus. Now the next news, International Day of Sport for Development and Peace is observed on April 6th. So International Day of Sport or Development and Peace is celebrated every year on April 6th. This day celebrates sports as a means of promoting peace and sustainable development. The day came into existence after the UN General Assembly passed a resolution in 2013. So that's all for today's current affairs. So thank you everyone. Thank you.